Welcome back to the Mirror Table. I'm Shemaine, and today we are doing another high fashion DIY. So today we're going to focus on hats. Hats like this. Can you believe that this was once a handbag? So I upcycled a handbag as a vintage bag that I owned, and I carried it until it just fell apart. So I upcycled the fabric from the bag and made a nice visor. So now I can still wear my Gucci on my head. In this video, we're going to focus on making hats. So I have bucket hats, cowboy hats, baseball hats, visors that I took my old handbags and created headwear that make my outfit very fashionable and high fashion. And as always, we're gonna be bringing you straight fire, fashionable DIYs. So give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Tell a friend. Now let's get into this video. Let's do it. So these are some of the high-end, high fashion visors and baseball caps that really inspire the first hat style that I am going to create. As always, I like to do a bit of research to see what inspires me. So I'm gonna go into my little stash here. This is a collection of upcycled vintage materials from handbags that I carried at one time, or from handbags that I purchased at auction that were kind of destroyed or in really bad condition. I usually buy these handbags and take them apart and break them into raw materials so that I can create something new and different. So if you're really into upcycling high fashion items, you may want to thrift a lot of these bags or keep your old bags and break them down to raw materials so you can create something new. So let's get to the first hat style, sun visors. So I'm gonna be taking this regular page boy or newsboy cap, and I am going to make it into a visor. So this is a good idea if you have any hats that are sitting around that you don't really wear because they're just boring or bland. You can totally take it apart and flip it into a high fashion sun visor. Check it out. If you're using a logo type fabric, align your pattern with balance and symmetry. I'll be using Beacon 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue for all of the hats created in this video. I'll also be using these craft clips that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Hat number 2 is this logo-inspired cowboy hat by Louis Vuitton. Ride 'em, cowgirl. Now it's time to bring the bling. Next up is this sequin bucket hat inspired by Prada. I'm going to embellish this ordinary bucket hat with the sequin from this upcycled evening gown. I'm going to cut the sequin into appliques and glue them to the hat. And hat number 4 is a fur baseball cap. Now I love this one from Prada, and I'm going to use these fur leg warmers that I bought for some reason. I was feeling the spirit of the 80s, but I never wore them. So I'm going to upcycle these into a fur baseball cap. So I just took a regular baseball cap. I cut strips of the leg warmers and just glued them all over the hat and created this really fun and funky hat. I just love how this hat looks. It's kind of crazy and wild. It reminds me of these from Dries Van Noten, Marni, and Givenchy. The 5th hat is the logo bucket hat. These are the inspiration photos that I found from Gucci and Dior. And here's the final look. I created these hats long before I had a YouTube channel, so I do not have any video footage on making these, but I will work on content to create another video about how I created this bucket hat and show you guys how to design and sew it all together by using upcycled materials. And again, this has been another fun fire video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know which one is your favorite hat, and I'll see you again in the next video.